Hey, what's good everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Saucony Jae Grid Shadow 2 in the Wear to a Party colorway. This is one of two releases with Jae. The other one was the blue one, and that was the one I initially wanted, but it was impossible to get. But a friend of mine was able to grab these, and I'm not mad about these because I like both colorways. Just that I like the blue one a tad more than these, but this is still a dope colorway and release. This is the second Saucony Jae release. The first one was on the Grid Azura 2000, and Saucony had been putting out so many dope collaborations in the past, especially around 2014 to 2016-17, with a lot of sneaker boutiques like West NYC and Bodega, for example. Always very colorful and always dope materials, and also always dope materials on the GR releases, and they do not fall short from the history. Did the same thing with these. The materials on this one are really great. I think the colorway is fire. Of course, it is popping, and Saucony has never been a sneaker brand for everyone. Always a very special taste. I don't want to say a quiet taste, but something that you really have to like. But I think there's a really nice core sneaker community around Saucony that enjoys these kind of releases. So let's jump real quick into it. Materials are great. We have a very nice nubuck material here on that peach section of the shoe and on this magenta panel as well. Then the brown panels here are made out of a very hairy suede that you would usually find on Aimé Leon Dore New Balance releases. I just love stuff like this because it gives a little bit more dimension to the sneaker, and something that takes off a box immediately with me is this open pore mesh. I just love this because it makes the shoe wearable throughout the whole year. It's very breathable, and I do not like all the other sneakers because they're not very breathable, and you can basically just wear them in wintertime or when it gets colder or when it is a little bit colder. But in the summertime, it's just impossible to wear because it just gets too hot and steamy. And I'd rather put on some thicker socks and I'm gonna be able to wear them throughout the whole year than just have something that looks nice. The green Saucony River logo here is made of a rubbery plastic material, and also these green hits here on the outside and on the inside are made out of plastic. It has a little pattern on it, a zigzag pattern. We have a creamish grayish midsole with a magenta hit at the heel. Usually I'm not a fan of midsoles any other than white or cream white, especially black midsoles are very problematic, but there are also releases with black midsole that are fire. But this all in all fits the silhouette and theme nicely. I'm not sure if a cream or white midsole would have been not the right thing. I don't think it would have been the right thing. We have a magenta colored outsole here with some black hits at the forefoot section and here in the heel. And in the middle, we have this little creamish grayish section as well with the Saucony River logo here as well. We have light blue stitching on the mudguard. We have light blue stitching here on the tongue. The tongue is a peach color and also a creamy peachy in the liner here. The insole is brown with orange writing on it. And the best detail on the shoe, I think, is the heel stitching. I just love that rainbow pattern. How can you not love rainbows? Rainbows are awesome. So if anyone should talk down to you actually for having a rainbow anywhere, just tell them to, I'm not gonna say the F word, just tell them to get lost. And that's so much for the colors on the sneaker itself. We have two sets of laces here, one slightly peachy colored and the other one magenta. I don't think I'm gonna go with magenta. I think I'm gonna keep the peachy ones in there because I think that red laces are always too vibrant and too overbearing. I like it a little more subtle. I was thinking about cream laces, but might be too far off. What also might work is light blue laces because we do have light blue stitching here on the shoe as well, so that might work and just sets it up nicely and give it a little bit more definition or separation from the rest of the shoe. That's pretty much it with the layout of the sneaker. It's pretty comfortable. Don't expect anything super spectacular, comfy. It is an outdated design, or it's an old sneaker design, so but they are wearable throughout the whole day. Usually I do not have any problems with Saucony comfort, and these shouldn't be an exception with that. The reason why I might not be keeping them is the sizing, because I think they fit pretty small. I knew that before. This is the biggest size that you can get is a size 13. I'm usually a 12.5 in made in USA New Balances, a 13 in made in England New Balances, a 13 in most Nike and most Essex, and this is a little bit smaller than I would find ideal. I think it is wearable. I could put in some thinner insoles, but usually I don't like tinkering around with the sneaker, you know, because I think it takes away from the experience. I want to slip inside the shoe and feel comfortable, and I want to take it into my hand and look at it, and just it doesn't feel right if I put in a different insole just to make it fit better. But maybe that's just me. But I think a sneaker collaboration should be enjoyed in its fullest and in its whole, if you know what I mean. So not sure if I'm gonna keep them or gonna get rid of them. That's also the reason why I might not be picking up the blue pair, which I initially wanted, because it doesn't make any sense grabbing a sneaker that doesn't really fit 100%. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me for today with the Saucony Jae Tips Grid Shadow 2 in the Wear to the Party colorway. There's also a third colorway that's Wear to a Dinner. I'm not sure why it is intended for a dinner, because it is the most vibrant one of the release. It is like a pink magenta with a neon yellow midsole, so it must be some interesting kind of dinner. So, but hey, I don't even know if that's a friend and family pair or not, because I haven't seen it anywhere. So the Wear to a Party and Wear to a Date are the only ones available to the public. Okay, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found all this information useful. I hope I'm gonna see you in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.
I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. I love the way my body's moving to the beat. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. I love the way my moving to the. I love the way you're slowly getting close to me. I love the way my